All right, let's try this again, shall we? Last time we had some fatal errors. We ended up fixing the city of Nessus. But at the same time, by fixing Nessus, we fucked over Balmora with our modding. So I had to fix that. And now here we are again. Hopefully with a little bit better luck, but I think I fixed it now. I had the wrong Rocky West Gash. There's a Rocky West Gash that needs to be selected, and there's a certain one, I think it's Devilish Rocky West Gash, needs to be selected. And then you have to run the bat patch to remove those edits from Olab, which wasn't done when I did the upgrade is what happened. So I think we're good. I think we're great. Gonna have to replace some stuff, so sorry about that in advance. But there was no sense in keeping that other stream because it was just a disaster. But the good news is it's Saturday, so we got plenty of time to replay. I got nothing else going on today. So we got plenty of time to get our Sentinel on his way. Thank you for the hospitality, Soul Matul, as always. Let's go speak to Nibani Maesa about our destiny. Hello, Nibani.
Go ahead. Do you have questions about the Nerevering prophecies? Have you come to see if you passed the test? Do you think you are the Nerevering?
I have come to see if I passed the test, but let's talk first.
There are many Nerevering prophecies, and they suggest many things. Aspect and uncertain paths. The moon and star. Sleepers. 7 curses. The curse's bane. The prophecy of the stranger. The prophecy of the 7 visions. The lost prophecies.
Let's hear them.
Ask me of these things. If you are patient, if you would be wise, or if you are impatient to know, just ask, do I pass the test of the Nerevering prophecies? Go ahead, Outlander. I am the wise woman. Ask your questions, and I will answer.
Aspect of uncertain parents, please.
This is part of the prophecy, but many have the same driftmark, and many are not sure of their paths. It is interesting, but it does not make you Nerevering.
And sleepers?
Rumors say that in the towns, mad cultists called sleepers are attacking people, saying that Dagoth Ur has awakened and will drive the Outlanders from Morrowind. Perhaps it is just a coincidence, but I think it is a sign of the Nerevering. Not necessarily a sign that you are the Nerevering. Perhaps the time of the Nerevering has come, and you have come at the same time. This is not passing a test, but it may mean you have some part to play in the coming of the Nerevering.
Interesting. You said there are 7 curses?
It is another Ashlander prophecy of the Nerevering. It is called the 7 Curses of the Shaman, but I do not know it, and I know no one who does. It may be lost. Such things happen. A wise woman dies or forgets, or a clan is wiped out. Perhaps someone knows but is keeping it secret. Perhaps it is in one of those many books of your settled peoples. I have heard that the dissident priests of the temple may have such books.
And the lost prophecies?
There are Nerevering prophecies that have been lost, the 7 curses, and others. Some are forgotten, some hidden, some deliberately lost. The wise women are the memory of the Velothi people, but it is a faulty memory, and we are mortal, and our knowledge drowns with us. But we hear that the dissident priests of the temple study our Nerevarine prophecies.
Interesting.
Record them in books. Such written words never die. You must go to them and ask for these books, and bring what you find to me.
I can do that. So tell me about the stranger.
This is the best known of the Nerevarine prophecies. We call it the stranger. When earth is sundered and skies choked black, and sleepers serve the seven curses, to the hearth there comes a stranger, journeyed far neath moon and star. Though stark-born to sire uncertain, his aspect marks his certain fate. Wicked stalk him, righteous curse him, prophets speak but all deny. Many trials make manifest the stranger's fate, the curse's bane. Many touchstones try the stranger, many fall but one remains.
And the 7 visions?
The full title of the prophecy is 7 Visions of 7 Trials of the Incarnate. Listen, and I will tell you the verses. 7 trials. What he puts his hand to, that shall be done. What is left undone, that shall be done. First trial. On a certain day to uncertain parents incarnate moon and star reborn. Second trial. Neither blight nor age can harm him. The curse of flesh before him flies. Third trial. In caverns dark Azura's eye sees, and makes to shine the moon and star. Fourth trial. A stranger's voice unites the houses. 3 halls call him Hortator. Fifth trial. A stranger's hand unites the Velothi. 4 tribes call him Nerevarine. Sixth trial. He honors blood of the tribe unmourned. He eats their sin and is reborn. Seventh trial. His mercy frees the cursed false gods, binds the broken, redeems the mad. One destiny. He speaks the law for Veloth's people. He speaks for their land and names them great. What does this prophecy mean? It tells us who the Nerevarine will be, and the trials he must undergo before he fulfills his destiny. Some parts I understand, some parts I do not. I will answer your questions as best I can, but I cannot pretend to understand it all. This refers to your birth sign, to your birth on a certain day to uncertain parents, just like in the stranger prophecy. I'm not sure what this means. Will the Nerevarine come as a spirit who is not harmed by blight or age? I don't know. But I think Curse of Flesh means the blight disease corpus, which causes terrible, distorted growths on its victims. Perhaps the Nerevarine can heal this disease. Perhaps that will be a sign of the Nerevarine. In legend, there is a shrine to Azura called the Cavern of the Incarnate. There are secrets I may not tell you about this cavern. Do not ask. Legend says Indoril Nerevar's family standard bore the moon and star, and Nerevar's armor and weapons bore this sign. Some say he bore a moon and star birthmark. Some say he has a magic ring marked with a moon and star. Others say he was born under a moon and star. In any case, I think the moon and star is the mark of the Nerevarine. And you do not have this mark, so you are not the Nerevarine. A Hortator is a war leader chosen when Dunmer great houses must put aside their normal feuds to unite against a common enemy. This has not happened since the Empire invaded our land. The Ashlanders are sometimes called the Velothi, for the prophet Veloth who guided us to this land many, many centuries ago. And the 4 tribes are the 4 tribes of Vardenfell, the Urshilaku, the Ahemusa, the Zainab, and the Erebenimsu. It would truly be a miracle to unite these 4 tribes who have so long raided and warred with one another. But the Nerevarine must be one who performs miracles. I am not sure. The tribe unmourned may mean the 6th house, House Dagoth, which was exterminated after the Battle of Red Mountain. But it may also mean the Dwemer, or the Dwarves, as Westerners call them. And eating sin is doing atonement for another's sin. The cursed false gods must be the tribunal. They are surely false gods, evil sorcerers and necromancers, and they murdered Nerevar so they might set themselves up as gods. Binds the broken must refer to Nerevar's broken promise to the Ashlanders to honor the ways of the spirits and rights of the land. Melot's people are the Dunmer, all Dunmer, Ashlander, and Greathouse. The last time the Velothi were united were with Nerevar at the Battle of Red Mountain. Now Nerevar will come once again and unite the Dunmer. He will restore Morrowind to the Dunmer and restore the former greatness of the Velothi people. You are not the Nerevarine. You are one who may become the Nerevarine. It is a puzzle and a hard one, but you have found some of the pieces and you may find more. Do you choose to be the Nerevarine? Then seek the lost prophecies among the dissident priests of the temple. Find the lost prophecies, bring them to me, and I will be your guide. And take these copies of the Stranger and the Seven Visions. Now, I have told you all I know. Go, think on what I've told you, and do what must be done.
Talk straight, Outlander. I have no tongue for trickery. Say what you want or go away. You talk too much, Outlander.
Don't tempt fate, citizen.
What now? I will listen, Outlander, but make it quick. Speak, traveler. What do you want? I will listen. Welcome to Margan. Is there some specific place you want to visit while you're here? What do you want? Welcome to Margan. Is there some specific place you want to visit? I will listen, Outlander, but make it quick.
I am on Hydra. If you are a pilgrim, read the inscription on the stupid rock.
I will listen, Outlander. Make it quick. What do you want?
Mind your tongue, citizen. My time is precious, so much. Speak quickly. Good day. I'm Nance Anderson, Republican of the Annex Cave House here in Margan. rent there, so I have a limited selection of places to buy. If you're new here, I can also tell you where to look for other services for a specific place nearby. If you're looking for someone in particular, I may be... Tell your friends about this place. My time is precious, so make this quick. I don't have a lot of patience for questions, Outlander.
Don't tempt fate, citizen.
What do you want?
So what do you want?
First time to Caldera? It's a little piece of the Western Empire right here in Morrowind, and a prosperous little town thanks to the Caldera Mining Company. If I can be of help in any way, let me know.
This scent is new.
I'm creeping! Hello, Caldera. I'm here all week. Leave me. We rent beds. I have some goods for barter. What do you want?
Welcome to my shop. Here you'll find the best selection of oddments in Bodantown. And if you need clothing or potions, we have some of those as well.
Yes, here you are. I have ancient Dagoth brandy for you. And that puts our gold count back up to 6,500, which will buy a massive amount of training before we rest here for the day. So let's think about what we want here. Let's have a bite to eat, and then we can talk about what we want to train here. What's the endurance causing? It's, I don't know what's causing the endurance. Interesting. But endurance isn't really what I'm worried about this time around. I think we're going to try to train Speechcraft with Caius. I would really like to get that up somewhere where we can use it. It sounds like we're going to need to be persuasive in our quest, doesn't it?
Speak,
I have knowledge to share with you.
Excellent.
Are you here to discuss?
And boy, do I have knowledge to share with you as well, Caius. Let's discuss things.
You've spoken with Sulmatul and Nibani Maesa, and from what they say, it sounds like you could really be the Nerevarine. That's just incredible. But I'll have to get used to the idea. Let me try to get word to Mara Milo. Maybe she can find out whether the dissident priests have any lost prophecies.
Sure.
But in the meantime, I have a very tough assignment for you. Do you think you're ready?
I'm willing but cautious.
Good. Cautious is smart. I'm going to give you the mission, but I'm going to give you 400 drakes. Before you head out, make sure you outfit yourself with healing potions, new gear, a little training, whatever you think you need most. And if you get in trouble, back off, rest up, and go back fresh. Don't take any chances. I think this will be a tough one.
What do we have?
Here's your mission. Fort Buckmoth sent a patrol to Gnar Mok, hunting smugglers with Sixth House connections. They found a 6th house base, a 6th house shrine, and a 6th house priest named Dagoth Garrus. Speak to Champion Risa Pulia at Fort Buckmoth. She'll tell you about the patrol and the 6th house base. Your orders: find that 6th house base, kill Dagoth Garrus, and bring me a full report on the 6th house base.
Finally going to be attacking the 6th house. So tell me about this base.
Champion Risa Pulia at Fort Buckmoth says a patrol found a 6th house base in a cave the locals call Ilunibi. However, the one trooper who escaped to report has died of corporous disease. Before he died, the trooper reported fighting with monsters and cultists, and something about a powerful 6th house priest called Dagoth Garrus. But go talk to Risa Pulia at Fort Buckmoth. She'll have all the details.
Well, for now, we're going to take a break, Caius. I need some time.
Those were the good old days, eh? Believe it or not, I was an apprentice once, too. But that was a long time ago.
Yeah, I'm going to take some time, Caius. I have to. So I hope you understand. Yeah, we're going to take a main quest break here. We are going to put down some books that we want to read for later, though. We don't really need Vessa's ring anymore. Some of this stuff we can sell. There we go. Okay. There we go. Okay. Is there anything else we want to leave behind here? I don't think so. I think we're going to leave the bone biter bow. Yeah, we're not going to. We're a crossbow users, so we don't have much use of that, but we will keep it here. There it is. So we've got the bone biter bow stowed away. That leaves a few items we can sell. And then we're going to head for the mainland once we train with Caius a little bit.
Are you here to discuss your orders, or is there something else you want? Are you here to discuss your orders, or are you here to discuss your orders, or is there something else you want? Are you here to discuss your orders? 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 Or is there something else you want? Are you here to discuss your orders? Or is there something else?
What time is it? 7 a.m. and we are very tired, so with that, we're going to rest up. Caius Cosades, never will you find a more wholesome man. He is incredible, is he not? Personality and endurance. No, let's do willpower. Always willing to push willpower. Unlike that one guy in the Halalu Canton, yeah, he's not a very nice mentor at all. No. No, we don't talk about him. More than we have to anyway. So we're very hungry, so we're going to polish off our bread. The last of our bread. We are going to take a big gulp, big boy gulp of our water. And that should hopefully get things corrected on that end. I don't know why endurance is down. We might have to restore attributes there at a shrine. We might have been hit by some kind of a damage spell, I would expect. So let's do that first. And then I think it's time for us to head to the mainland. We're going to head for the town of Tain on the mainland, and we're going to start our journey there to prepare for our first Sixth House encounter. I don't feel like we're ready for that yet. The Sixth House being the toughest content in the game, by far. So we need to start by going... Oh, we're going to the temple, too. Doing an attributes restore. Wrong shrine. Yeah, so we can't. We need a shrine that restores attributes. These aren't going to do it either. Maybe is this the Tribunal Shrine? Here it is. Here we are. Yep. There. Now we got our endurance back. Okay. Let's buy some bolts and head out.
You're in the Razor Hole, the best weapons shop in Balmora. And you're talking to Furek, the best smith in Balmora.
He's only got steel. We can afford it now, can't we? No, we've only got 500 now. We'll take the 40 steel bolts you have. And now we can use our crossbow again, which is where I like to open with.
You're in the Razor Hole, the best weapons shop.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and sell you
You're talking to Furek, the best smith.
the weapons we have on hand. Make a quick 55 gold. Boy, he doesn't want to give on price much, does he? And then that only leaves a few scrolls that we don't need. And a few enchanted items, so... Let's head to the Mages Guild. Sell to the enchanter there.
Step right up, Outlander, and look over my collection of scrolls. How about the flashy and cheap Taldum Scorcher to burn your foes? Or Ondusi's Unhinging to open stuck chests and doors? If you're going somewhere dangerous, try some scrolls of vitality and vigor to restore your health and fatigue. If you're in real trouble, you'll want Almsivi Intervention or Divine Intervention to transport you instantly to the nearest temple or nearest Imperial Shrine.
Oh, just shopping here today. Just gonna get you some stuff. That way you can give me some money. We're gonna keep the Balm Amulet. We're gonna sell the Ring of Transcendent Wisdom and the Scroll of the Second Barrier. We don't need such things. And again, that'll get us a nice 55 gold. And that should at least get us to the mainland for questing opportunities. But yeah, we're on day 16. We're due a good break. And I've got to think about the current revelations that have been revealed to us. So we are going to take this opportunity to begin freelancing a bit. And of course it loves to rain when we travel. But at this point, I'm rather happy with our character so far. He's doing very, very well. He's doing very well. Take a quick peek in here at Fort Moonmoth. Yep, that hasn't changed. And we're going to go to Old Ebonheart. And we're going to take a boat to Tane, is where we're going to go. Or sorry, Vivek. We're going to take the boat from Vivek to Tane. There we go. We gotta train our marksmen when we can. We are in desperate need of marksman skills. When it's not life or death, I will be training marksmen. The Ascadian Isles sure are beautiful this time of year. Oops, there we go. How are we doing? Yep, we're still doing well. Starting to very much know my way around this island. That's why I think the mainland will be a good change of pace for us. I don't think so, Beast. Right in the face. Oh, is there no boat dock here? Okay. I suppose not. I suppose the dock has been moved. Okay. Let's go to St. Olms or St. Dellen. And we can finally burn this vile corpse preparation book. That's one good reason to come to Vivek. Let's do that first. Before we disembark on our new quest. I've been holding on to this foul book for too long. Yep, we just purified the book, the vile book, corpse preparation. We just fed it to the fire. And with that finally done, now let's disembark. For mainland adventures next time, once I get done eating. this fog, this evening fog is absolutely spectacular. Oh man, I like this.
I will listen, Outlander, but make it quick.
Nope, you're not my destination. We need someone to take us. Looks like It looks like Ebonheart will be our point of departure, honestly. It's looking more and more like Ebonheart it will be. We'll head over to Olmscanton or Delncanton and see if they don't have a different ship. This is not the ship we need. We're trying to book a trip to Tane. Let's see if we have better luck over here. Doesn't appear to be. Okay, so they'll take us right to Old Ebonheart, which is fantastic. Let's do that. Let's do that. Or actually, Balfoyen would be better. Which is closer, Balfoyen or Old Ebonheart? So we're here. Old Ebonheart is here. Balfoyen is right across the way. We're going to go to Balfoyen. We'll find a hotel to stay at, and this will begin the freelancing portion of our quest. That's an outfitter. We don't need that. We are looking for a place to stay for the night. Ah, there's one. The Dancing Cup.
This is the Dancing Cup, traveler. We have beds, drinks, and food. Don't make a mess.
I'll take a hot meal and a bed. Bed is yours. Enjoy your stay.
Anytime you're ready. Just don't keep me waiting.
I believe it's downstairs here. cozy, but quaint. The Battle of Molag Baron. Dunmer Traditional Ballad. Did you come to hide from war, or come to herd the guar, or were you with the house guard at the Battle of Molag Baron? For I was there, and fought and cried, and tasted blood and thunder, and stood in line with mace and shield as Dunmer clan slew Dunmer. The guard of House Retheran were bright, arrayed for battle. They came in pride, in columns wide, but ran like frightened cattle. We stood our ground on Todris banks, then turned their flanks and rolled them. The field was bright with cousins' blood, spilled by Dotri Drenham. We lost some gallant gentlemen from the ranks of brave House Drenham, and many a wandering widow weeps on the hills of Molag Baron. Some fell for wrong, some fell for right, all the colors wearing, and many bade the world good night at the Battle of Molag Baron. Well, isn't that nice? But at this point, we're going to sleep. We're going to make it for another, say, 8 hours. We'll wake up bright and early, and then it will be time to kind of find ourselves, chart our course, do some training in anticipation for our first real fight with the 6th House. Thanks so much for coming out, guys. I will be on later on today with more. Take care. Enjoy your happy Saturday.